Hey there, food explorers. Welcome to another culinary journey through time. Today, we're taking a trip back to the 1860s, right in the thick of the Civil War. This was a time of great turmoil and hardship, but also a period of incredible ingenuity and resilience, especially when it came to food. Now, you might think of hardtack and watery soup when you picture Civil War food. These were indeed common, as they were easy to transport and had a long shelf life, making them ideal for soldiers on the move. And yeah, those were definitely staples. Hardtack, often referred to as tooth dullers or sheet iron crackers, was a simple mixture of flour, water, and salt, baked hard to last for months. Soldiers would often soak it in water or coffee to make it more palatable. But folks back then were resourceful. They had to be. With limited supplies and the constant threat of scarcity, they learned to make the most of what they had. They knew how to make do with what they had, and they could turn even the simplest ingredients into something surprisingly tasty. Imagine cooking without the modern conveniences we take for granted today. No refrigerators, no electric stoves, and certainly no supermarkets. Imagine trying to feed a family with limited supplies, gardens ravaged by war, and transportation at a standstill. The challenges were immense, but so was the determination to overcome them. It was tough, no doubt. Families had to be incredibly creative and resourceful to put food on the table. They relied heavily on what they could grow, forage, or trade with neighbors. But amidst the hardships, there's a fascinating story of culinary resilience. People didn't just survive, they thrived in their own way, creating meals that were not only nourishing but also comforting. People got creative, using every scrap and stretching ingredients to their limits. Nothing went to waste. Leftover bread became bread pudding, and meat scraps were turned into hearty stews. They relied on staples like potatoes, cornmeal, and whatever they could forage or barter. Cornmeal, for instance, was incredibly versatile and could be used to make everything from cornbread to mush. And you know what? They didn't just survive, they created dishes that are still enjoyed today. Many of these recipes have been passed down through generations and have found their way into modern kitchens. So, put on your aprons, grab your spoons, and let's explore some Civil War recipes with a modern twist. We'll delve into the stories behind these dishes, learn about the ingredients they used, and even try our hand at making some of them ourselves. Get ready to step back in time and discover the flavors of the Civil War era, reimagined for today's palate. We'll start with some of the most common ingredients of the time: cornmeal, potatoes, and dried beans. These were the building blocks of many meals and could be transformed into a variety of dishes. Cornmeal, for example, was used to make cornbread, a staple that provided much-needed sustenance. In our modern kitchens, we can take these historical recipes and give them a new twist. Imagine cornbread with a hint of jalapeno or a touch of honey for added sweetness. Or how about a hearty potato soup, enriched with modern spices and herbs? These dishes not only connect us to the past, but also bring people together, just as they did back then. Food has always been a way to share stories, create memories, and build community. So, as we explore these Civil War recipes, let's remember the resilience and creativity of those who came before us. Let's honor their legacy by bringing these flavors into our own kitchens and sharing them with our loved ones. Thanks for joining us on this culinary journey through time. Stay tuned for more episodes where we uncover the rich history behind the foods we love. Until next time, happy cooking! while embracing the present. Now, let's talk about green tomatoes. You might think of them as simply unripe red tomatoes. But during the Civil War, green tomatoes were a valuable resource. See, when the frost threatened the tomato harvest, folks had to get creative. And that's how green tomato pie was born. This pie is a testament to the ingenuity of Civil War cooks. They took those tart, firm green tomatoes and transformed them into a sweet and tangy delight. The recipe is surprisingly simple. Slice the green tomatoes, toss them with sugar, spices like cinnamon and nutmeg, and a bit of flour for thickening. Then pile the mixture into a pie crust and bake until bubbly and golden. The result? A unique pie that's both sweet and tart, with a hint of tanginess that's utterly addictive. It's like a taste of history, a reminder that even in challenging times, something delicious can emerge. Pickling was a way of life during the Civil War. It wasn't just a method of food preservation, it was a necessity. With limited access to fresh produce and the need to store food for long periods, especially during harsh winters or long military campaigns, pickling became an essential skill. Families would gather together, often making it a communal activity, to prepare large batches of pickled vegetables, fruits, and even meats. This practice ensured that they had a steady supply of nutritious food that could last for months. It was the best way to preserve food, especially eggs and vegetables. Eggs in particular were a staple in many households. Fresh eggs could spoil quickly, but when pickled, they could be stored for extended periods without losing their nutritional value. Vegetables like cucumbers, carrots, and beets were also commonly pickled, providing a variety of flavors and textures to meals that might otherwise be quite bland. And let me tell you, pickled eggs and beets were a common sight on many tables. These pickled delights were not just for sustenance, they were enjoyed for their unique flavors. The tangy, slightly sweet taste of pickled beets and the savory, salty flavor of pickled eggs made them popular choices for both everyday meals and special occasions. They added a burst of color and flavor to otherwise simple dishes. Now, I know what you're thinking. Pickled eggs? Really? It's a reaction many people have when they first hear about this unusual treat. The idea of preserving eggs in a vinegar solution might seem strange, especially if you're used to eating them fresh or cooked in more conventional ways. But there's a reason this method has stood the test of time. But trust me on this one. Once you get past the initial skepticism and take that first bite, you'll understand why pickled eggs have been a beloved snack for generations. The pickling process infuses the eggs with a tangy, slightly salty flavor that is both unique and surprisingly addictive. It's a taste that grows on you, and before you know it, you'll be reaching for another. Pickled eggs are surprisingly delicious. The combination of the egg's creamy texture with the sharpness of the vinegar creates a delightful contrast that is hard to resist. They make for a perfect snack, whether you're at home, at a picnic, or even on a road trip. Plus, they're incredibly versatile and can be used in a variety of dishes. The pickling process transforms the eggs, giving them a tangy, slightly salty flavor that's oddly addictive. The longer the eggs sit in the brine, the more intense the flavor becomes. You can experiment with different spices and herbs to create your own unique pickling blend. Some people like to add garlic, dill, or even a bit of sugar to balance out the acidity of the vinegar. Plus, they're packed with protein and perfect for a quick snack or a picnic. Pickled eggs are not only tasty but also nutritious. They provide a good source of protein, which is essential for maintaining muscle mass and keeping you feeling full and satisfied. They're also low in calories, making them a great option for those who are watching their weight. And let's not forget about the beets. Beets are another fantastic vegetable to pickle. Their natural sweetness pairs beautifully with the tanginess of the vinegar, creating a flavor profile that is both complex and delightful. Pickled beets are not only delicious but also incredibly healthy, packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Pickled beets add a vibrant pop of color and a sweet and tangy crunch to any meal. They can elevate a simple salad, add depth to a sandwich, or be enjoyed on their own as a refreshing snack. The bright red color of pickled beets also makes them a visually appealing addition to any dish, making your meals not only tastier but also more attractive. They're delicious on salads, sandwiches, or simply enjoyed on their own. The versatility of pickled beets means you can get creative with how you use them. Try adding them to a grain bowl, mixing them into a coleslaw, or even using them as a topping for tacos. The possibilities are endless, and each bite is sure to be a burst of flavor. So, embrace your inner Civil War cook and give pickled eggs and beets a try. Whether you're a history buff looking to recreate traditional recipes or simply someone who loves trying new foods, pickling is a fun and rewarding culinary adventure. You'll not only enjoy the delicious results but also gain a deeper appreciation for the resourcefulness and creativity of those who came before us. You might just be surprised at how much you enjoy these tangy treats. So go ahead, grab a jar, and start pickling. Your taste buds will thank you. Let's end our culinary journey with something sweet: molasses sugar cookies. Sugar was a luxury during the Civil War, but molasses was a more affordable sweetener. And let me tell you, these cookies are a testament to the fact that you don't need fancy ingredients to create something truly special. These cookies are incredibly simple to make. Just cream together some butter and sugar, add in an egg and some molasses, and then stir in the dry ingredients. The dough comes together in a snap, and soon your kitchen will be filled with the warm, comforting aroma of baking spices. Once the cookies are baked to a perfect golden brown, let them cool slightly before enjoying their chewy texture and rich molasses flavor. These cookies are like a little bite of history, a reminder that even in times of scarcity, a little sweetness can go a long way.
Are you confused with today's real estate market? With high interest rates and overpriced housing, it can be hard to find something to own at the right price. Available on Amazon, Getting Dollars from Dirt by author Philip H. Davis is a game-changing book that invites you to embark on a thrilling exploration of this often overlooked asset class. This book is your roadmap to unlocking the secrets of vacant land investment. Inside these pages, you will uncover the transformative power of vacant land as a wealth-building tool. Discover how to spot promising properties, assess their true value, and capitalize on market trends. From understanding zoning and permits to leveraging financing strategies, you will gain the knowledge and confidence to make savvy investment decisions. With each page you turn, you will gain a deeper understanding of the profound impact your investments can have on the world around you. Getting Dollars from Dirt is not just a guidebook, it's a call to action. Whether you're a seasoned investor or a curious novice, this book will empower you to tap into the immense potential of vacant land and embark on a journey toward financial freedom and a brighter future.